I've thought about this for quite a while, if I'm honest, and I think that's what in your mind that's what you expect. You know, it's the slower song on the record, um, but in all honesty, I don't think there ever will be an actual true follow up to Wait for You. Wait for You is its own thing. It has done and always will do what it does. And I think we always wanted to kind of write the next Wait for You, which I think was the total wrong way of going about it. What we really needed to do was to just write a nice sounding song and a great sounding song at the same time, and that's how Me Without You was kind of born. You know, um, I I feel that yes, it does obviously lend itself to being compared with Wait for You, um, but I believe again that it kind of sits on its own kind of plinth. You know, it stands. I think if we were to constantly try and compare things to other things that we've done, it'll because you're never going to have that chemistry again. Exactly the same with a different song on a different record. Things happen at a certain time, and it's great to have that moment. Um, Me Without You, I think, is going to have its own moment. It might not even be in the same way that Wait for You has had its moment and still has its moments. Um, but it's going to be special to people for a reason, and it's going to be special to us for a reason. It was actually one of the hardest songs to write on the record. It was the hardest one to get right, because like the word ballad gets kind of like thrown into the ring a lot, and I actually don't like classifying any song as a ballad because it's kind of confined to being something. Then, whereas it's a song. It's another piece of us that's on record. It's just a different side to us that isn't, super consistent with everything else that we do. But it's still us. It's still a part of Stone Broken. To get that right was tough this time round, I got to say, because we had a goal in mind for this song, and to try and get it to be portrayed the way that it is now took time to get to. We had a lot of trial and error.
I think we rewrote it like 16 times.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was kind of obviously trying to do a slow song that has pianos from a rock band. You automatically go into the cheddar cheese aisle, and we wanted to completely stay away from the cheesemongers. and and the first couple of times, the first iterations of it, we felt we're too close to that. Um, and and I actually said to Dan, I said, I want. It's gonna sound really strange now. I want this to be a Adele moment. She got the song "Hello," and how that was just kind of like so raw and intimate, but also so polished and perfect. It was that.
It was finding that balance.
It was finding the balance.
I think we had to come out of rock band territory because I think our instincts were saying, okay, let's put the guitars on, let's put the bass on, let's put the drums on, and we tried that and it just didn't work. And I think, like you say, we wanted to kind of have that Adele moment, so we thought, okay, well, let's try and come at it as another angle. Let's not think of it as a rock band. Let's think of it as just making this song great. So yeah,
It was kind of, let's not put things in, let's take things out.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And give the song space, give the vocal space,
Yeah.
make them feel kind of exposed, and have that feeling of vulnerability in there.
Yeah.
Because I think great songs are great songs, but also it's the feeling that people have when they listen to them. If they can hear emotion, if they can feel emotion, and if they can see emotion, then you've got it. When we were recording the song, because I said it went through a lot of iterations, and the one that we finally landed on, we knew it as soon as we heard it. But also, Dan had to really push me to get the vocal that the song needed, and it was, again, in a different part of my abilities. I'd never been there before. And Dan, he managed to get me there, but it wasn't from a performance point of view. He actually had to go into the emotional level of me being in a vocal booth in Warsaw, but I also had to feel what the song was about, and Dan had to try and put me there, which took a while to get to. And I think in a way that process got me there naturally, because it took a long time and there was a lot of do it again, until it's like I mean, this is gonna sound harsh, and it's not harsh, but you know, in The Shining, where they made her do that thing over and over and over until until she just gave the performance that was natural and raw and exposed, and the emotion was there. That's where I was when I was recording that track. I remember recording and another take and another take and another take and another take, and then literally my emotions got the better of me, and then you could hear it in me, and that's how we got that take. So yeah, now I gotta just try and replicate that live every night. So.
Last night on tour, we'll be fine.
Last night, I'll be tired. But no, and I think again that's gonna have its special place because of the story that we have for it. It was the shape shifting song of the album.
Somewhat we've just never done before as well, and it was just, you know, a complete learning curve.